it was a good place at Fort Vancouver because I knew everybody. I was in, you name it, I was involved. I was a peer mediator, class council, spirit team. Like, I loved school, and my grades were awesome. The transition to a Portland Public School, it was extremely, it was hard. I went from knowing to everybody to knowing absolutely nobody, and I moved to David Douglas in the middle of the year, so all the sports had begun. Everybody already knows each other, so it was really hard for me to connect with anybody. I hardly made any friends. My grades just started to slip, and then I ended up at Centennial. For me, school because of all the moving and not knowing nobody, it just never felt home. Like, it was not Fort Vancouver for me. I just stopped caring, ultimately. And then we moved in with one of my dad's girlfriend that, we got along, but, as a teenager and then a woman, we're gonna bump heads. And it came to a point where I ended up leaving home when I was 17 years old. And after I moved out, I dropped out completely, wasn't really worried about school. I had a job. I worked at McDonald's. I started going to the Portland High School at Benson. I was doing okay at Benson, but then when I started to work, I just concentrated more on working because I had to provide for myself. So I was couch surfing for a while. Me and my friend Erin, we were just hanging around, and she was like, "Hey, let's go visit Portland Night." And I was like, "Okay." Cheryl, I never met Cheryl before, so she was new. So she came over. She was like, she grabbed my my transcript. She was like, "Wow, you are too smart for this. You need to come back to school." And ever since then, like, she was really on top of me. I connected with her that instant, and so when I came back, I knew how important it was for me to graduate. So I was able to take work home. I was able to come in really early in the morning and stay all day. I didn't like that, but I had to. I just did one at a time. I got done. I did history. I did English. So I just crossed off the list, and then there was math. I took 3 days off of work, and I would just come in from the morning, and I'd take my breaks in between, and I would just work on that math, and I knit it in the butt, and I got it done. I went to Cheryl, of course, and I was like, "I did it! I'm graduating!" And yeah, I did the church dance because I was just so happy. I feel like I've come a long way. From this point on, it's nothing but good stuff that's gonna come for me. I plan on going to PCC and getting into the criminal justice. Hopefully I want to become a probation officer and work with kids. I'll be able to help and be able to, change somebody's life just like Cheryl did, or one of my favorite teachers, Chris. It was just like I had a lot of people pushing me, and I feel like that's what our kids need nowadays. We need people pushing them and saying, "Hey, you can do this," and not